Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I'm still in bed and it's 6 p.m. I wanted to pretend that I hadn't got out of bed today and that I was still in bed, but then you'd realise that I have set up the camera, and no, I do not normally have a rolling camera set up by my bed. This is the most unflattering angle I think that this is the most unflattering angle that there has ever been. But I have a lovely candle and a plant, my rainbow pillow, which is the cutest thing in the world, and I'm not wearing pants. American pants, not English pants. I'm wearing underpants, but not pants. Trousers. I got this hoodie thinking that it would be like oversized and cool, but actually it could fit about 2 of me in it. As much as it's amazing, it's slightly too big, but it's too late now. I love it. So today is the YouTuber equivalent of, you know, when you were a sleepover when you were younger and you did like truth and dare and you didn't want to have to think about questions for anyone else, you just wanted to be asked them to yourself because you're selfish and it's all about you. Yeah, this is a Q&A. There wasn't a video on Wednesday, so thank you so much for bearing with. This week has been difficult. I've realised that coming up to, oh, by the way, hi, I'm Lauren. I apparently film in my bed now. Don't get up and don't wear pants, so subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. Ding. Dink. Did I just do the dink for my own teeth? Dink. Make sure you have your hydration. This one actually looks like urine, but don't worry, I have actually got out the bed to wee. I just haven't. Oh. I've got one of those flavour bags in there, cold tea bags, even though it's not tea, flavoured water bags. But I should have replaced this about 4 refills ago, so it's not great. And it does actually taste like urine. Don't worry, you're in luck. This video is gonna be top notch. First question, JM Design and Events says, can you do some vlogs around town? You know what? I was gonna go into London last week with my friend. She was like, yeah, I'll make such a good vlog. And I was like, yeah, it would. But yeah, I definitely will, especially around Christmas. I was there on Friday night in central London and they haven't actually turned on the Christmas lights yet. So as soon as they are on, I'll check when they're on, because they're the same ones that they had last year along Regent Street, and they are angels with wings and they are phenomenal. There's one down near Bond Street that's like a massive chandelier, and Christmas vlogs around London are definitely going to be amazing. So yeah, I'm only like a quick 10-minute train ride into central London from my house, so definitely going to be doing some vlogs around town. Ania_Anna_Amelia. I did it first time this time. Last time you asked a question, took me about 4 cuts to do that, but you didn't see that because I cut them all out. But that was the first time, I promise. Have you ever tried a bar class? It's my new favourite, actually. You know what? I tried one at my old gym and it was killer. It was absolutely killer. So a bar class is like, I think it's like a mixture of like ballet and like core work. So there's a lot of like pliés and a lot of like strength work and like repetition, and it's killer. This new gym I'm joined 2 weeks ago, I think, has one. Yeah, because this is the gym I did it at before. So I'll definitely give it a go because I need to get that core working again, because it's lost all the will to live, same as me. So yeah, I need to find it again and get it working. Sky_tattoo says, what's your favourite cake? Mine's Battenberg all the way. Is Battenberg the one with the squares in it? I think it is, with like the icing. I'm not a fan of, see, this may lose me some subscribers now if there isn't any more going, because I've lost about 200 subscribers in the last week, which isn't also great for my mood. I am also, why am I doing this a lot today? It's winding me up and I can't even see my own face. You can though, so welcome. Yeah, I'm not a fan of icing. I mean, sugar icing, butter icing, 100%. Fondant, not a fan, not much of a fan of fondant. I say favourite cake, coffee and walnut, a moist carrot, a good chocolate fudge. I mean, getting me to choose one cake. Ginger cake, what other cakes can I name? Apple crumble, is that a cake? Is a cake a crumble? Oh, so many debates. Is a cake a crumble? Comment below. Also, the sun is setting, so it's just going to get darker and darker from this point on. So it's not your computer slowly failing, it's actually my lighting skills not up to scratch. Sam and Louis, she hasn't asked a question, or he, they haven't asked a question, never assume gender. They haven't asked a question, but they say, thank you for your videos, they have helped me a lot lately. You are welcome. Thank you for just writing that, because this is my kind of therapy as well, so we're helping each other. Also, got a new skinny dip case with this little pop socket on, and it's the cutest thing in the world. Eee! Nora Conquering It All says, what's the hardest thing about dating in your opinion? Dating after a breakup, I found refinding my confidence quite difficult, realizing that, oh my god, how the hell am I gonna do this again? What the hell? WTF? And just like, I'm back on a couple of dating apps and just like swiping and thinking, what is life? What's the hardest thing about dating in your opinion? Remembering their names. No. Sams5620 says, are you making any New Year's resolutions? I try not to make New Year's resolutions. I kind of just want to focus on constantly bettering myself, which won't happen, will it? No, I feel like setting a resolution is just setting up for failure. So no, I'm not gonna set any. Let's just say no. Holly Harder Beauty says, when are you coming to the States to meet your new best friend, AKA me? Love you. You know what? I have had the biggest pull to come to America for the last 2 months. It's been like New York is pulling me, California is pulling me, Salem is pulling me, New England, that area. Obviously they're all incredibly different. I'm not an idiot like, oh yes, I'm gonna take the 5-minute car ride to each. I'm not an idiot. I know they're very, very different, different positions. I may be coming next September time, but it's not set in stone yet. But let's just say maybe. I've got sleep in my eye. I'm a complete mess today. Aliasation. I'm sure I've said that wrong. We message all the time, but I've never actually had to read your name out loud. Aliasation67 says, are you happy? I'm happy with certain things at the moment. I'm very grateful to be where I am. I'm very grateful to have my health, my body, my mobility, my everything, but my mental health at the moment is difficult. I would say I'm struggling at the moment. But you know what? I've needed this weekend in bed. Did I spend all day yesterday in bed? No, I went to see my niece yesterday, who is the cutest little munchkin in the world. And I got baby cuddles for like 2 hours, so that was brilliant. Saw my brother, saw his wife. Friday night I went out with friends. So I'm putting myself first, because I had offers to do things last night and I was like, you know what, no. Need to listen to me, have some time in bed, have a lay-in. And then I couldn't sleep till 3 AM, so that was really annoying. I'm getting there. I think Christmas is a very difficult time. And I've always been quite selfish in the fact that I've always, don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly lucky to be in the position that I'm in. I have a very supportive family, and I have somewhere to be on Christmas Day. And, but I think, yeah, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. There is so much pressure around Christmas to be happy and to and just know that if you are not feeling that way, itchy ear, that there's nothing wrong with that at all. And there's always support as well. There's always support. Han Muir 0 says, will you film a day in the life when you're feeling more positive? Yes, definitely. I want to film one this week. Actually, I just want to film a real life one. I want to film a real life one. Not just like, today I'm making oatmeal. I'm going to do a real life one. Crying into my porridge will be what's going to be on your screens next week. Zoe Florita _life. I'm just getting used to calling out your names now. I don't even need, is that, yeah, Zoe Florita _life. You know, Zoe, you know it. Are you still friends with Emilia X? No, we're not friends anymore. I think friendships are like relationships, and sometimes people just aren't suited for each other, and that's absolutely fine. And there's no shame in kind of moving on. I'm not going to talk about what happened because it's not fair on either of us to put it out there. Same as with my breakup, not talking about it as well. Obviously I've spoken about it with friends, and both things with friends, and you know, I just don't want to put it out there to have it as something on the great wide world. I drink a lot of water. Oh god, you just saw Sammy. Has that been on the show the whole time? Bum bum bum. Next question. Life underscore color underscore and underscore me. Eleni, hello, I missed this completely. Want to meet up for lunch one day? Yes, 100%. Because you're not working right now. Anyway, text me please. Bryony Watkinson says, what's your favourite workout at the gym? At the moment, I'm loving aqua aerobics. Aqua aerobics is completely undervalued. That's the wrong word. Completely underrated. There we go. It's brilliant. You can get such a sweat on. You don't get too hot because you're in the water. You're under the water, so much of it is hidden. It's no resistance on your joints, on your body. It's just brilliant. And you get to make friends with all the, like, because generally, I'm not being ageist at all, but generally aqua aerobics is for the older crowd, and I love just making friends. And generally talking to younger people in classes is more difficult because millennials are just a bit more snooty, whereas I love making I love a new friendship made in the pool. It's just one thing I like. Larry and Janice Ringler says, favourite outdoor activity? Walking, running, cycling. I do love a cycle, even though I don't actually own a bike. True story, don't own a bike, but I do love a good walk. At the moment, I'm not of running capabilities, but definitely walk. Maz Blondie says, you inspired me to lose 100 pounds. Looking back on your journey, would you change anything? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, let me just put my phone on loud, just in case my friend messages me, because knowing my luck, she's gonna be like, I'm here, and I'm gonna be like, well, I'm here, so you can't come in. You're gonna have to wave at me out the window. Oh my God, my neighbours can literally see in. If they can see in that I'm like pantless, I'm pantless talking to the internet. It's not the first time, no. Looking back on your journey, would you change anything? Yes. I would arm myself with the knowledge of the body positive power books. I would change a lot about my mindset before starting out on that journey, because as much as I brainwashed myself into thinking that I was body positive or even body neutral, I kind of hate this body positive phrase. Body positivity was started to help bring awareness to marginalized body types and people. So disabled people, people of color, fat people, just people that just generally are not celebrated. And it's been taken way out of context. And now every single weight loss blogger uses hashtag body positivity. And I did the same. I used to do the same because I was like, hey, it's gonna get me likes. I've just had to shut that blind because it's dark outside now and everyone can see what I'm doing inside. So I've just gone a bit red, so sorry for the colour change. Amy Ebbs X says, what would stop you from going vegan? At the moment, I'm kind of taking it slowly. Not to be going vegan, just making a lot more of my meals and awareness plant-based. Like for instance, I don't want to buy meat at the supermarket anymore. I bought lots of Quorn this week. Bought some new of these like plant-based meat things, just because I don't necessarily enjoy meat as much as I used to, which, coming from me, like the biggest carnivore in the whole world I used to be, to now I'm just like, if I'm out, I'll buy, if like for instance yesterday, got a meal deal, love a Tesco meal deal, I got a meat sandwich with meat in, and it was only until I got to the car I was like, oh, I didn't really want meat, because I'm just so programmed, just as we all are with societal pressures. We're programmed in loads of different ways. I'm programmed to choose meat, so I kind of need to start refiguring my brain a bit. And yeah, just taking it slowly. I don't plan to go vegan. I would want to. I would want to for the environment. For me, when I eat a meal that is plant-based and I think to myself, this meal doesn't have any cruelty in it, there's no suffering, nothing was harmed to make this meal, it makes me feel better. So I think I need to focus on that feeling more, because I don't want to like go and watch Forks Over Knives and all these vegan shows. I'm just not there yet. But I'm just enjoying taking my journey gently. I'm being kind and gentle. Luz Loves Love says, when is somebody worth the benefit of the doubt? When it's the first time that you're having to doubt them. If it's the second time, they're not worth the benefit of the doubt. If it's the first time that they've messed up and they said they'd be home at a certain time and they don't come home for 2 days, and it was a miscommunication and their phone died, and they turn up with only their pants. I mean, I'm just making up a situation here. I've never heard of anything like that before. That then, no, maybe they wouldn't deserve the benefit of the doubt then. No, if it's the first time somebody does something, I think, okay, you deserve the benefit of the doubt. But after that, you don't want to be a mug and you don't want to be walked over, because everyone deserves respect and truth and commitment and, you know, honesty and all these things. So just that one-timers and then get them. Foodie Queen _M says, how's your mum? My mum is great. Spoke to her yesterday. It was my dad's birthday this week, so they went out for dinner and they came here and saw the flat, which was really nice. And yeah, she's doing really good, really good. Larry and Janice Ringler says, what's your favourite takeaway food? Pizza. Hands down, every time, pizza. Just can't beat it. 37 stars says, what's been the hardest part in the transition from weight loss to self-love? I would say that the people generally have been the hardest thing. And not people, we are all products of society, and we are all products of brainwashing and all these things that we don't even realise we think because of the way we think them, because we've thought them all our lives. And that is society. Society is the hardest thing. So when you meet somebody who actually kind of gets it, like the Anti-Diet Riot Club, if you are not following them, go follow them. They get it and they're amazing. There's actually an Anti-Diet Riot Club fair happening on the 19th or the 20th of January in Hoxton. I'm going, so if you want to go get tickets, it's on their Insta. When you find women like that who kind of get it, it's like a breath of fresh air, because so many of us, no fault of our own, are brainwashed. And that's the hardest thing, kind of like breaking down barriers and making my points heard to an audience of people that are going to be like, I actually understand that and I get it and I respect that, rather than, oh well, you've given up, oh well, you're fat, or oh well, you've done this, or oh well, you failed. Because that is what we're taught to associate weight gain with failure. And to see past that just shows, I want to say strength of character, but it's not. It shows just a bigger understanding of the world and diet culture and the shite that it affects us all with. Marie Litscombe Writing says, please ask your mum if she will adopt me. That means we'll be sisters, and I've always wanted a sister, so 100%. I know my brother's just had a baby, but having a sister would be brilliant. True Goldilocks says, are you dating anyone now? Kate Ann 547 says, if you could create one law, what would it be? 4-day weekends. 3-day working week, 4-day weekend. Simples. I've had so many people ask about the dating thing. Cheryl.Campbell90 says, advice please. I've been single for 4 years and I want to start dating again, but I'm terrified of being hurt. Firstly, amazing to take some time for yourself, and it's fantastic that you're ready to start dating again. It's not something to be terrified of. I think that when we set boundaries for ourselves, that is where our strength lies. For instance, have you ever seen The Millionaire Matchmaker with that Patty woman in America? She says that you have to have your 5 non-negotiables. So for instance, I wouldn't date somebody that didn't have a job. Simple. I mean, if that's what you want, great. If that's not what you are, whatever. So if you meet someone who is drop dead gorgeous, they look like Brad Pitt, and if that's what you like, but they're, you know, currently not working. I mean, this is a great place to judge people, isn't it? Then sorry, Brad, it's a no from me. Even though that it would probably, he'd probably tick every other box, but you have to be strong and know what you want. Hopefully, in the time that you've been single, you've kind of realised from a past relationship or just getting to know yourself what you want and what you don't want. from my past relationship, I've realised what I need in a relationship and what I definitely don't want. Having boundaries and understanding what you will and won't accept and sticking to those boundaries is your power. That is you. I've found with dating that sometimes you want to aim to please the person you're with your answer. Maybe this is just me because I'm sometimes a weak bitch, but like sometimes I think that I would want to please the other person with my answer, when really that's not what we should be doing. We should be honouring ourselves. Like for instance, do you want to have kids? I am not sure if I do. But sometimes if you're on a date and you talk about those things, you want to say, yes, I do. Because you don't want to seem, I don't know, like, do you see what I mean? Like, it's easy to want to please the person, but actually you're just damaging yourself. So kind of maybe like write down a list of things that are important to you and stand by them and be unapologetically yourself. This is advice for everyone everywhere. Just be unapologetically you. Nina Vintage Violet says, where do you see yourself in a year from now? Married with kids. to who? God knows. No, I'd like to say living somewhere, maybe Brighton. As I said, America's calling me, but if my brother hadn't just had a baby, I'd probably go a lot sooner than I think I would. But that precious little bundle is getting some more quality. What am I talking about? I'm basically staying. Jaela.x, Jaela.x. Sorry, that was completely pronounced wrong. What is the best bad decision you ever made? The one that comes to mind is choosing to move out 3 years ago and start paying crazy London prices instead of saving up to buy a house. It was a good decision because it helped me start my life, but it's drained my funds. And I need to get on the saving wagon / budgeting again because I'm in dire straits out here. The girl with the plait says, friends, do you have many? I'm a mum of 3 and don't have time for friendships. Any tips? I am very fortunate to have friends, quite a few friends. I would say though, could you, I mean, everything is priority. Obviously your friends come first, but you need to also put yourself first in some way. And maybe, is there like a, how old are your kids? Like is there a, you know, like a mum group you could join, maybe make some friends? I've heard that mum groups generally can get very bitchy and there's a lot of mum shaming and things. So be careful of like people that might disguise themselves. I don't know. We have an app in London or a website in London called Meetup where you might be able to find something child friendly that you could go to and maybe like make some mummy friends who are like in the same boat as you. Because there's one thing like making friends with a woman who doesn't have any kids, but then she doesn't really understand your struggles or what you go through. So maybe use Meetup. Claudia Deneen says, how do you feel about your previous decision to have a tummy tuck? I feel like you sensed a video coming. I am at a point now where I kind of am sad that I was driven to the point of having it done, and I really thought that it would be the saviour of all of my bad thoughts about myself. But when you watch that video back of me post-op, numb, completely numb from all of the surgery, I say numb because I actually pull up my leggings to like below my knicker point and I don't realise they're not pulled up because I can't feel them. I talk about having a body to work on. I talk about how I've got a flat bum and I need to get around, and I'm literally drugged up on morphine and all these things, and it makes me so sad that I didn't find body positivity sooner, and that I wish I'd learnt more because I wouldn't have had it done. How'd you like that tea? I've got coffee, thanks. Zubistan says, how to find the courage to get a Tinder account when you don't feel like you are ready in terms of your weight. Okay. You, me, whoever, camera died. You, me, all of us, everyone. We will never feel ready. I thought when I was having my tummy tuck that that would be the start of my life, that I would feel ready then. All my skin would be gone. Great. I will be a superhero as soon as I get out of my operation. Did that happen? No, it didn't, because I didn't feel like I was ready. We will never feel ready. We have been brought up in a society. How many times can I say society in one video? I think that counts for. We've been brought up in a society to believe that we have been brought up in a society to believe that makes us believe that we should feel ready in order to start things. This is a ploy, I am sure of it, to make us fear, to make us never feel like we are ready to do anything. When you, sometimes you see those videos on Facebook when they interview like people who are really old on their deathbeds, for instance, and they never say that they regret anything they did do. They always say that they regret things that they didn't do. And think about it, 20 years from now, you will look back on pictures of you looking so young, and you'll be gutted that you didn't see it, and you'll be gutted that you didn't do anything and do something or do this that you want to do with your life. So we are, this right now, whoever's watching this and me, this is the youngest you'll ever be again in your life. I know that's an incredibly horrifying, daunting thing to think, but this is the youngest you will ever be in your life again. So this is the best time to do it. And it's never, also another good phrase that my ex said to me once, years ago, man, actually quite impressive for a man to say this, I'm joking, but gender shaming for real. It's never gonna be as bad as you think it's gonna be, and just try it. I try and be as real as I am with my pictures. I put on pictures taken by others. I don't just put selfies on. I do not put filters on my pictures like those Snapchat filters. Maybe like take a friend and do a little photo shoot and just be like, right, this is me. And if you don't like it, then you can do one. That's as simple as that. Because you are beautiful, you are worthy, and you are, you know, absolutely amazing, and anyone would be lucky to date you. So just go for it. And if you don't like it, then fine. Just know that the problem is not you. The problem is society, because society for the 5th time, and just give it a go, because life's too short. Amy Warby says, why are there fireworks going off? It's literally the 10th, and maybe it's Remembrance Sunday fireworks, or maybe they just were waiting until the rain stopped. Well, Amy Warby says, Amy, hi, says, what's your thoughts on marriage? I would love to get married. I think it's good. I think it's beneficial for like money. You get a dress and a cake, you know, what's not to love? 28_years later says, what's your favourite thing about winter? Wrapping up cold. I love wrapping up warm and having the sun on my face, and maybe like a gingerbread latte in my hand, and mulled wine and a mince pie and fairy lights, Christmas lights. I'm a massive Christmas winter fan. 28_years later says, do you follow any YouTubers religiously? I love Grackle. And I've also started following this one, I can't remember her name, because she does great What I Eat in a Days. Really beautifully filmed as well. They're my 2 faves at the moment. 28_years later says, what do you want for Christmas? World peace and body positivity for everyone. If you were an emoji, which one would you be? I reckon the drooly one without the drool. No, I'm definitely the creepy moon. 100. Camera died, hence the handheld finale. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are the wizard of your own life, and that means that you can change it no matter what's happening. You hold the power. You have that magic wand. If you'd like to support me, there's a link down below for coffees, which I'm so freaking grateful to you all. See you next week. Be kind, be gentle. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.